Hello AOS fans, Robin here, bringing today a 5 reasons to read video. So as you know in these videos we take a book and we have a look at it, tell you why, give you 5 reasons why I think you should read it. And this week's book is called The Wren Hunt, and it's by Mary Watson, and I've got this beautiful gold cover proof with a beautiful bird on the cover. I don't know what the final cover is going to look like at the moment. I'll get an image of it and get Pete to flash it up for you right now. But this book, I read this. It opens on St. Stephen's Day. On the back it says, the Wren, the king of all the birds, on St. Stephen's Day was caught in the furs. Her clothes were torn, her shoes were worn, were chased her all night right through until dawn. Traditional as sung in Kilshamble. Kilshamble is the town where this story mostly takes place, in Ireland, not far from Dublin. I hadn't really realised until just before Christmas that the Wren Hunt is a real thing. I've been reading to my son. I mentioned in my Christmas video, I've reading to my son The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper, which was fabulous. And that's all about quite a lot about ancient British mythology, that kind of thing. And in there's a wren hunt going on, and some people dressed up, and it's the first I'd heard of it. And then while I was reading that, this book turned up on the doorstep, and coincidentally I finished The Dark is Rising read just before. No, I finished my book I was reading on St. Stephen's Day, on Boxing Day. So this actually opens on St. Stephen's Day, so that's when I read it. And the Wren Hunt is a thing, and it's a thing in Ireland. You can Google it and have a look at what the Wren Hunt is, but it is, it's a sort of meant to usual kind of pagan type festival, chasing down evil spirits, that kind of thing. Bring you luck if you catch the wren, and like all these things, it has a bit of a bloody history. But these days, people don't get chased down and beaten and killed, hopefully. But anyway, this is the Wren Hunt. Moving on, and it's a lovely book. And here are 5 reasons why I think you should read it. Number 1 is the mythology. Yeah, this book's stuffed full of mythology, very similar in places, or not similar, but a very similar theme to The Dark is Rising. That kind of, this is set in Britain, this is set in Ireland, but that kind of theme of the land and the gods of the land and nature, and so there's a Celtic druid theme because it's in Ireland. So it's a tale of modern druids and how they interact with the real world, and how they've kind of existed for centuries and have adapted over the years, and the power struggle between them. So that's where the mythology comes in, which takes me on to reason 2. Is the setting. I said the setting is rural Ireland. It's beautifully, evocatively evoked by so Mary Watson. I don't think she's a native Islander. I think she's moved from South Africa or something like that. She lives there with her family now, and this is all about rural Ireland and its sort of druidic heritage. It's set in this little village of Kilshamble, which is like a little town out of time. It's not actually out of time, but it kind of feels like oldie worldy kind of. And again, it's steeped in these traditions. It's full of standing stones and sacred sites. From Ireland, and so if any Julian Cope fans there, Julian Cope would love this book, and this is all about megaliths and monoliths and all that kind of thing, and it draws on that power and the ability of people to use them to do magic and scry the future. So that's reason 2, is beautifully evocative setting described by Mary Watson. And moving on, we go to number 3, which is the plot. Who doesn't love a book about ancient druid traditions sort of fighting each other, centuries-old feuds and things like that? We have shadowy figures, we have long-running grudges, we have a bit of soothsaying thrown in. Who doesn't love all that? So yes, that's number 3, is the plot. Great plot. Number 4 is the characters. We've got loads of characters in here, and they are malevolent, naive, stoic, imperious, duplicitous. There are all sorts of things going on in here, and you never quite know who is who and who's the hero and who isn't the hero. It's good, and I have to say the characters are so well drawn in this book. It's really hard to believe that there aren't actually people in Ireland who can do magic and tell the future and look at the clouds, go, oh, it's going to rain on Wednesday. I know I can do that. But yeah, looking at the clouds, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it kind of drips realism. The characters, although obviously they're casting spells and whatever, they feel really real, and actually like they could be, and there could be people actually like this in Ireland. I'm not sure there is. Number 5, the last reason, is the finale. This book kind of builds up slowly, bubbles very beautiful as you read it, but it builds up to this tension, really mounts. You've got the augurs, who are kind of like this woody group of druids, and they're set against the judges, who are kind of imperious and they make all the rules, as you might expect them to be called, judges. And there's this sort of tension between them all the time. The augurs are under the cosh from the judges. But then as you kind of think, well, maybe the whole picture isn't here, and it kind of builds up and you learn more and more and more, and then all sorts of things happen and it all falls out, and it doesn't fall out the way you expect it to. And that's really, really clever, and I love the ending of the book. It's really good. It's not, doesn't tie everything off neatly in a bow, so if you like that, then possibly it won't be for you. But I really liked, it's not completely open-ended, but I really liked it. And it mirrors some of the events that happened in the past with some of these mystical happenings. So I think it's really good. That the ending's great. So I would recommend reading the Wren Hunt, and I would try and recommend it, get it as quickly as possible, because it's really good to read in the winter when it's all cold and dark, and yes, really kind of goes well with the story. So that is the Wren Hunt by Mary Watson. It's published by Bloomsbury. It'll be out on the 8th of February, and I have absolutely no idea how much it is. So Pete, as usual, will flash up the price now. So that is the Wren Hunt by Mary Watson. I hope you like that, enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful, and do let me know if you read it and then what you think of it. And if you've read The Dark is Rising, what you think of that, do let me know in the comments. Any other books you think I should read in a similar vein, again, let me know. So thank you very much for that, Bloomsbury, and thank you for listening. And I will be back with a 5 reasons to read post at some point in the not too distant future. Until then, bye.